We are in a tie match at the top. Double
Oh.
gen pop to avoid the deadlock. They do go down. There is a haste status effect. They did be careful here. The hatch is going to spawn momentarily. Deadhard could get them the distance to get it too. Hard shot.
Really smart play on the ace. Oh my god, getting shot through the window.
No longer have distortion, and they are going to teleport here. I think they get there in time. Yes!
Holy crap, yes!
Oh my
God!
God!
That is disappointing. This is be a 4-man out because
Yeah, but they will be able to block
yeah.
this. Yo, getting caught on that. Ace coming with the body
my
block.
God.
Oh, they were here. All right, folks, welcome back to Champions of the Fog. I totally forgot to turn on my camera. It's fine. We're here for it. I'm your host, littlerugaard, showing up any second now, and I am joined by Jukebox, the one that actually has a face at the moment. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm not all here apparently. I did all my pre-checks except turn the camera on. I even did the mic. I'm fine on mic, but. We're here. We're back for round 2 of the qualifiers. We got 6 versus Azazel. It was going to be Kraken, but Kraken shouldn't show up today. So we have 6 versus Azazel. And these two actually didn't fight yesterday. I went back and checked it. No Mercy fought Azazel, and 6 fought No Mercy. But they didn't fight each other. So this is the first time I think these two are fighting each other this time around.
Okay, this will be a good match, I think.
Yeah. Both sides, like all the survivors yesterday that we saw showed to be very competent and very good. It just came down to, I think the killers came out to the deciding factor.
I think so too, and I know 6 definitely has some good killers in their back pocket, but Azazel does too. They just gotta if they can bring their A game today, I think that they might be able to take the win. But I think both teams here have a really fair shot at winning this.
Absolutely, and we're gonna be on the Wrecker's Yard. We'll have to see. Do you think it's gonna be an Executioner or a Plague?
Depends on the team, but yeah, looks like Plague.
Looks like Plague indeed. And let's see, what's the Corrupt spawn look like? A little bit of spread out Corrupt, just hitting the outer gens. Honestly, I don't hate that. You just get to patrol the inner area. I like that, actually.
Yeah, it looks like our Plague here got a decent 3-gen actually right here with the choke point there. That's a very good 3-gen to have on this map.
True, and finding a Steve really, really quick off the bat here. Infecting the Paladin. They're going to be leaving the tile altogether, but not before they get infected before hitting the T&L.
Steve doing a really good job taking distance and even staying in the corrupted area to make sure he doesn't run to gens, but our Plague is dropping after getting the infect, probably trying to get all 4 infected as quickly as possible.
Indeed, and also look at those look at these pools over here all outside the corrupted zone for the most part. We got 2 back here and we got 1 on the hill. This is a great set of apples.
Yeah, having that one on the hill, especially being so central to the 3-gen, is going to be super beneficial to their late game.
Absolutely. It looks like David might be yeah, he's gonna get infected. Does he have the dead heart? No, he doesn't get the locker tech. He's gonna go down super early.
Yeah, and this is somewhat close to the 3-gen, meaning the Plague probably can hook over there, although it looks like she's opting to take him away from the 3-gen. Wonder why that is.
Maybe wanting to be close by for a drink up or something? We'll have to see.
Possibly.
No, it was a pain res hook.
Ah, there it is.
The good slowdown. I love pain resonance. And they're gonna drink up?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is a really good moment to drink. You've got a hook right next to the pool, and this pool is something you won't be using later if you're trying to hold that 3-gen, and it looks like that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna try to keep this hook and try to pressure the 3-gen, although it looks like they're gonna be pressuring the hook to not allow for the Plague to go back into the 3-gen.
Looks like it. I can't see where that survivor went, but there were scratch marks hanging around. Maybe hoping they had infected that gen beforehand, but yeah, I think we're gonna easily see a second stage here.
Looks like our Plague is opting to not hold the 3-gen, but I think that can still be doable on a map like this, especially since we now know the Pain Resi's in play. You can kind of hook wherever you need to.
That is fair, and I mean 2 stacks of Thanatophobia, as the survivors are well aware by now. Trying to take a pot
it definitely
shot.
does make a difference, and not quite gonna hit that.
Is there
Not
someone
sure if
back
anyone's
on
still on that gen. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, it looks like they might have been, but yeah, they will secure that second stage on the David, and Claudette better be careful. Oh, that was so close. Not quite able to get it as the power does end. They do get the first gen done on the hill, so I think they just lost their 3 gen.
Yeah, that was a really key gen to get, especially since it was right next to the pool there.
I think the Plague saw that as like, all right, sure, I'll take the 3rd stage on this David.
Yeah, probably the best play here.
And Steve,
these survivors like really just have to get these gens.
Absolutely. Yeah, that gen right there near the main building is probably pivotal because all the rest are just super spread out. Steve needs to be careful though. Oh, he does have the Dead Hard to get away, but does it? Oh, these shots are so close. Yeah, David is, wait, hold on. Is David a kinship? It looks like his timer might have paused.
Oh, wow. That would be actually huge for this team here because they really need to get their pressure back somehow. Oh, amazing shot from Wash here over the tile.
Absolutely. Kinship getting huge value as they're able to finish a gen in the back, but now they've got a slug as well. They're going to be able to camp this out potentially. Well, if the 2 of these survivors come right now, there is enough time. Corrupt Perch isn't going to last. They could get the unhook. But the question is, do they have borrowed time? Or are the 2 borrowed times down right now?
That would be really unlucky, but seeing the scratch marks off in the distance there, I don't think they're going to come for the save. So I think they're going to have to play this 3v1, which is very, very hard to recover from. But these survivors have been playing decent up to this point, and I think that they can probably get this to end game.
True. I'm just surprised that they have not gone for the pickup on the Steve yet. Okay, they do get the pickup on the Steve. I was worried they weren't going to be able to get it, and then it was going to, you know, get another hook and it's a 2v1, but I believe they do have their exhaustion perk back up, so they can lead the Plague on a pretty good chase here. Pallets are still around. Really, I don't think they used any pallets before this. Yeah, this is the first chase I think there's pallets being thrown.
Yeah, the other chase was just distance running the entire time and keeping as many resources up as possible, which is really, really helpful for their mid game here, considering the start they had.
Indeed, and now chasing Claudette off the gen. Claudette just holding W forward, and he's going to get enough distance. I think they are pretty safe here. Oh, Lithe is going to get them plenty of distance, though. However, there is no pallets, just the long wall. Nah, they're just going to loop these tiles. Really well done.
Taking back to the TNL. These TNLs are very, very easy to run versus playing this map, considering the height difference there, but probably getting stuck on the fountain there, which is really unfortunate in this case. Indeed,
unfortunate fountain geometry, and they do have this this pool up top of the hill as well. Survivors have not given the Plague another pool. I'm kind of surprised. I would figure if you have apples, you wouldn't be worried about cleansing, but is that another Pain res hook?
Yep.
Oh man, that is brutal. Plague still has access to Pain res after all this.
Yep, okay, and she still has that last pull, which she's going for full send.
Yep. Weird hill. I can never tell which direction the hill I'm supposed to go up. It is a mystery to me.
Yeah, it can be kind of tricky to tell on these kinds of maps.
Oh, okay, there we go. We do see the cleanse. However, it is a no man's land. So good call there from the Steve. Now the question is, is this just gonna get kind of grind to a halt here? What gen can they do? There's still a loose 3 gen maybe?
Very loose. They could definitely pressure this gen over here, and if they're able to get the unhook, they can pressure the gen all the way really far off in the distance there. And it looks like they do get the unhook, so if they can split up here, one of them can get on the gen.
True. The question is, where did the Nia go? I think they might have found this. Yeah, there is the Nia. Question is, can they get this down at the TNL? Not much Corrupt Perch left. Not able to get through the window. This will come in as a hit, but I think they're gonna be able to get. Yeah, they're gonna be able to get the shack here. Corrupt Perch is gone.
Yeah, these survivors actually in a very good situation here, as you were about to say.
Yes, survivors are handling this really well, all things considered.
Yeah, although it looks like this pool that Steve comes at earlier is going to come in handy for this Plague, and it's all the pressure they really have left considering how split these gens are now. A down here would be very beneficial considering the gen being right here.
Yeah, I'd be scared of this pallet though. This is like, especially like as a killer, I play line of sight all the time. Like this is a nightmare tile for me to deal with. And if you're playing, you also have this pallet, but they just pre-dropped it. I think Claudette might be going down here. Oh my goodness, it's so close. Well done.
Well, they're doing a really good job holding the corner here and making sure they do not give this down. Finally giving the down, but if I had to guess, I'd say that gen off in the distance is going to get popped.
Yeah, there's probably going to be at least one, maybe two if Steve is on one. The question is this a pain res hook and is it going to be in time?
Yeah, it depends on if they're doubling the gen or not. I think if it was just one person on gen and this is pain res, they will not get it.
Oh,
wow,
they
looks
do
like
have
this
it.
gen had even more progress.
I wonder if they were doubling that one just because this would officially split the generators.
It's definitely possible.
Now I just wonder where the Nia is. That's where Steve was this whole time. It's Nia on the other gen, or? Very interesting. Now you just hold this choke point. If the Nia's not on the other side of the map, then what are they gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, with the Plague pressuring the only healthy player left, this Nia has to cleanse if they want to be able to get this pull.
Right. Steve might actually be able to cut them off.
Yeah, he slipped past that choke point pretty nicely there, and it's just going to come down to whether he can get it before he becomes full infected, which, as we all know, is very hard to do versus a Plague on hook.
Absolutely, yeah. This Claudette is ticking away slowly, probably about 20 seconds more. They do finish the far gen. So that's where the Nia has been. However, I think they're going to end up trading that gen for this hook state. I bet you the Steve just went back to the other gen. Now Nia cleansing, okay.
Looks like they're going to play for endgame here and potentially get that one man out if possible.
Question, can they do that last gen though is the question.
I think if they take chases far enough away from the gen, it's definitely doable, but with Pain Resi being in play, these chases need to be good.
Right. Not to mention, I would say, as soon as you infect that, I would leave and wait for Steve to become infected. Yeah, Nia also getting infected here. Thanatophobia might be the MVP for this game.
Absolutely. Thanatophobia always putting in so much work on Plague.
True.
Survivors tend to not cleanse as much.
Yeah, Nia becoming infected already. That is another 5% slowdown. Steve probably close to being infected soon as well. His pallet's still here. Yeah, there's the infection.
Looks like these Plague is going for more of a slow-paced game, which I completely agree with here. Just trying to infect them. Now they're both injured. 2 stacks of Thanatophobia up, and now they just have to play for their 1 down if they want to secure those.
It seems like they do have enough resource. I'm surprised they're not going for the break on the pallets.
Yeah, I think that they're just kind of feeling the crunch here, especially with this gen being so far along that they just wanted to go
for the down. I think they're trying to play for the 4K here, but I think this might be a 3K situation unless they have something in the end game that could help them out here. So
They have this
I think
pool
they
nearby.
just need to get this down, and they have this pull near the gate. True, very true. They'll have a decent end game with that, I think.
Oh, they do get the down on the Nia. No dead hard as it is on the Steve. If Steve is not on this gen before pain res pops, I don't think there's a pain res hook.
This one over here is Pain Res, but it's a decent distance away, so if Steve is able to crank this gen out, they should be fine. We'll see what happens here, though. Very close. It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
That's the other
Not able to
gen.
get that gen. Yeah, and with the red pool being here, this is potentially a 4K unless there's a deli on this Nia.
Did we ever see? Yeah, you're
There's
right.
the deli.
I didn't remember seeing them get it unhooked, but yeah, you're right. They do get it, but immediately going down. I guess I got to pray for an unbreakable play here. They do finish the last gen. No adrenaline though.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to whether this Nia has Unbreakable or not. If she has Unbreakable, this could potentially be a 1-man out, and if she doesn't, this is potentially a 4K. So this is going to be, you know, all up to chance at this point.
Indeed. Plague just did a really good job grinding this game out. And honestly, Survivor's doing a 3v1 this entire time. Also really well done. Pressure on both sides.
They were able to turn that around very nicely considering how early the first down was. And the Steve is going to go down here. And Plague is going to pick up. There is no hook here, but I'm assuming there's another one nearby.
Yeah, it's right
there is. So Unbreakable would be happening around now if it were there, but it doesn't look like it is. So this is probably going to be the 4K at 0 gems for the Plague.
Quite possibly. I'm gonna say, yeah, they would have used Unbreakable. I don't think there's any strategy to holding on to Unbreakable. Let's do, maybe Unbreakable's Soul Guard, last possible second, get a hit in the speed burst, but I can't imagine that being the case.
Yeah.
They do see the Crow disturbed.
Yeah, and there's the pickup on the Nia in just a second.
Waiting out maybe a decisive strike, but it would have been gone by now.
I think it would have been gone by now. Yeah, you can't wait out for a broken timer on Deli since they're infected right now. So Just gonna have to wait a little bit for this 4K to be confirmed. But yeah, I think both sides play this really well, considering the survivors had a bit of a rough start. They were able to bring this back to endgame, and that is gonna help their win condition be quite a lot easier.
For sure, yeah, just a really, really strong game. Yeah, getting 5 gens for the survivors, but honestly, I don't see Plague always 4K like that, so just really strong Plague play.
Yeah,
I can't say that 5 times fast.
Especially on a map like Wreckers that doesn't have a consistent choke point, it can be kind of a struggle for Plague to get that pressure up, but they were able to get that first kill so fast and just bring that pressure down on the survivors. And now 6 has a very, very solid winning condition for their survivor side, only needing to get one person out of the game.
True. Very, very good point. Very good point. And with that, just okay, so the Deli had the decisive strike.
Yeah.
No unbreakable. Did have Soul Guard though. Did have the Soul Guard.
Soul Guard Adrenaline. I like that. That's interesting.
Yeah. That actually pretty is. So for the homies against Plague.
It's a bit of an odd one.
Yeah, I guess I see it if you give it on the Soul Guard, obviously, but I don't know. Interesting. But regardless, really, really well played, and I just love watching Plague play. If we're being honest, I think it's a really fun killer.
Completely agree.
So really well done. With that said, we're gonna be taking a short break really quick. I said really quick twice. I need to get better at this. I don't know. It's like it's still a little bit early for me. I'm still drinking my coffee. I apologize, but we'll be back very shortly with trial number 2 of round number 1. Stay tuned, folks. It's gonna be, I imagine, a mirror. Do you think that'll be Pyramid Head or Pyramid Head? Do you think it'll be Pyramid Head?
I don't even remember what they picked yesterday, so I guess I think they picked Pyramid Head yesterday, so I'd be interested to see if they picked him again. I wouldn't be surprised.
Indeed. But with that said, we'll be back very shortly, folks. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back, folks, to try number 2. We are getting it loaded very, very shortly. I think it's going to be a Pyramid Head. What about you?
I'm thinking Pyramid Head too, based on what they ran yesterday. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a Pyramid Head as well.
Fair enough. And knowing that you have to stop someone from leaving, I don't know. I don't know if Plague or Pyramid Head would be the choice. I know Pyramid Head can perform, so that'd be what I'd go to. But I also know that Plague can just be like, you know, the brick wall.
Yep, and here we go with the Plague again.
I guess we don't have to
Same
guess.
situation. Yeah.
What is this corrupt look? Ooh, these gens are kind of close together. That's nice for them, but no other gens in the area. That is a very spread corrupt, it looks like.
Yeah. It looks like they're finding 2 of the survivors off the gate, so not a bad start at all.
Good point. Yeah, they find 3 survivors, it looks like, finding Nia and getting both of them infected as well. Infecting the pallet. This might be an infection on Quentin as well. Okay. Oh, Quentin's gonna go upstairs. However, balance. Oh, good balance. Is that balance landing? He's staggered.
That was probably live.
Okay. They do get infected.
It sounded like quick and quiet live. Yep, 3 infected before gens have had almost any progress on them is a very strong start from our Plague here.
Very true, very true. Don't see any progress being worked on. Okay, we get some on the hill. However, same as last time, it looks like there is a good fountain on the hill as well. Failed skill check?
You know, looks like it. And it looks like we're just going to grab Pool here and find the only one not infected right now. So I wonder if the Plague's going to take a chaser. Look for someone who's injured.
Looks like it, though. Claudette is long gone. There was a survivor on the gen to the right, but it doesn't seem like they are interested in chasing that as well. Might be zoning the Claudette out a little bit, though.
Yeah, this can be kind of a rough one to run, especially this Claudette does have the balance landing because we do not know her exhaustion at the moment. But, I mean, as a Plague, you can shoot over that little ramp thing through the wood there next to the locker, but it doesn't look like our Plague is aware of that right now.
Yeah, they didn't go for it. But to say, Huntress, Trickster, everybody can shoot through there. Survivors forget it sometimes. It looks like the Plague not trying to go for it. Maybe they were just wanting to get a better shot. Oh!
Yeah, playing it safe. Oh, amazing stun. Not quite getting the hit there. Bit of a ping difference. Recomposing ourselves. Yeah, that's a rough one.
That was the second pallet stun that resulted in someone on the other side. Good mind game, though. Oh, my word.
Very strong mind game. That Lori panicked a little bit and paid the price because of that. And it looks like we're going to be getting our first hook at 5 gens, which is exactly the start you needed if you are playing as the killer here.
Another missed skill check? And then a pain res as well.
Pain res too. Yeah, these gens actually getting regressed. And this hook being close to what I would consider to be a loose-ish 3 gen.
Yeah. 50%. That gen's going to be able to regress. They get to work on this one now. Okay, Claudette might have sprint burst. She was walking away.
Yeah.
Or maybe faking it. Faking the sprint burst. I don't know.
Layer 12,000 mind game.
Right? Oh, they're going to go for the drink up inside the tractor here. 1 gen down for the survivors. However, Thanatophobia, like, they've had Thanatophobia 15%. 2 gens down for the survivors. Okay. Gens before friends strong here. Good start from the Plague, but survivors are making a comeback.
They are making a comeback here, and I think the best strat for these survivors right now is just to get rid of that gen off in the corner there that's kind of far from the hook. Not much the Plague can do about defending that. If they pressure the hook and that gen at the same time, this could be kind of a rough one to hold, and especially, like I said, with the survivors having a win condition of just needing 1 person out of the gate, they can let this person go second stage for free and just not have a care in the world.
That is a good point. Claudette does get infected now. 20% slowdown. However, Claudette has to be careful here. Sprint burst is going to get them the distance, though. They might be going down here momentarily. Second, again, not going for that hits. So surprising.
Yeah, Claudette instantly running up the ramp, too. I feel like it would hit her.
Yeah, I think they'd get the shot. They do get the rescue on the lorry now. Is there a pain res? This shit is so close. Is there a pain res right here or not?
That would be really beneficial. To have the pain res right here would be really nice.
Yep.
And it looks like they do on that gen.
Indeed. Everybody is infected now, which is, like, probably what the Plague wants, but also at the same time, like, there's no pools over here. She brought double apple, and there was only 1 pool kind of in this area.
Yep, and it looks like they're doing that gen like I mentioned, and so our Plague has kind of a diagonal 3 gen here, but again, like, it's not really a tight region to be able to hold at all. And with the unhook happening, there's no pressure in this area anymore. These survivors can just leave this area, and there's nothing the play can do about holding these generators. Although
Wait,
that
is
being
this
said,
Lori?
they do find someone in the corner here. Yeah, it sounds like the Lori is hanging out around this area. Caught in the dead zone near the pain resi too is going to be a huge misplay on the survivor end, but this Plague doing an amazing job capitalizing on these mistakes and taking another pain resi.
Yeah, well, you take a pain res. She's dead. This is death look. Yeah, you stop. Like, one gen finishes, this gen gets pain res. You know there's no DS. I don't know if I'd send Lori in for that unhook.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of a risky play, but I mean, maybe they were so focused on the gens they were doing that they were more worried about the progression of the gens than who's going to die here. They might have enough progression on some of the other gens to feel confident. That being said, another one pops, and if they have a lot of progress on one of these other gens off on the side of the map, then another one will pop, and we'll be reaching the end game soon. So we'll have to see if this play realizes that, or if she's going to commit to chase. She's going to need a fast chase here either way.
True, I think she sees this, scratch marks over here on this generator. There is the Nia. Do we remember what exhaustion perk Nia has?
I don't know if we've seen exhaustion.
True. Now the question is there another gen besides that one that has progress on it?
I mean, I would assume that our Claudette, or sorry, our Quentin would get on that gen off in the distance there.
Most likely. Taking chase here near the main building. I think the survivors have enough resources here that it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Is Claudette just hanging out and cleansing, or little bit of rubber banding, I think. I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate in the current situation. It seems like our Plague is having a hard time getting this pressure back, and it does look like they're lagging a little bit, which is very unfortunate at this time.
Yeah, they're swinging at nothing.
Yeah, this is kind of rough latency right now.
Yeah, not really sure what's up with that. Taking chase around this pallet again. Yeah, I think they realized there must be another gen being worked on. Question is which one? Not that much progress.
Off in the distance. Yeah, not much progress, and as we know, the Crane gen has a lot more progress than this one. So unless they can get the down, which it looks like there's a pallet here, so they probably won't be able to get it. I mean, it's going to be hard to hold both these gens.
Yeah, just not having a pull back here is so rough. It's unfortunate RNG for them, though. They do get a little bit of a, upstart on the Quentin here. Quentin might be going down. Yeah, they do, but it might not be enough. They need a pain res right now.
Yeah, if I'm survivors here, I'm running to the Crane and doubling that thing and hoping it gets done. But
they do.
Yeah, there it goes. And the hook.
Not before.
But no way out. Procs before the hook. Oh, no.
That's rough. Another 12 seconds lost there. Not quite able to get it in time. However, these survivors, they're going for the pool. They could slug them all out. We haven't seen a deliverance yet, though. Can she get the slug she needs here to stop this? Is that I think that might be deliverance.
Oof,
Oh, there is some blood nearby.
This is gonna be close.
They do? No, they don't. I don't know about the dead heart over the pallet, but interesting. They are gonna get the down. There was a cleanse from the Quentin. They're gonna go for the hook. I'd be scared that there'd be an exit gate being open right now. No Way Out has been gone for just a little bit too long. Yeah, they're on the exit gate over here.
And it sounds like it's getting opened.
Yeah.
And if they get that one escape out the gate, which just sounds like they might be.
Yep.
Yep,
They
there
get
it
the two
is.
man. Again,
Well
really
played
well
from our
done.
Plague, though, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
that's a hard win con to meet.
yeah,
She struggled in the mid game there and managed to get, what is that, 7, 8 stages? I can't see it quite.
8 stage 2K. Honestly,
That's a good result.
if it was not for the fact that there was just like, again, it is so hard to say, hey, killer, can you go and get a 4K and not let anybody escape? That is a tough ask. Yeah, and they had the unbreakable on the deliverance as well, so, and slugging wouldn't have even worked.
yeah.
Unfortunate. Well played though, regardless.
Yeah, both sides played very well today.
Absolutely, but 6 will be moving on here, so GG's to Azazel and congratulations to 6, and we'll be seeing you in round number 2, and we'll be getting that set up very shortly, folks, so stay tuned. Again, thank you for being here for the qualifiers. You are our sponsor at this point in time. All the bits, donations, watching the ads, everything you do does help us on the back end, and we do appreciate you. With that said, Back for number 2 very shortly.